we are going to discuss how to convert a Roman number to an integer. This is going to be easier than the other part where we have already discussed to convert an integer to a Roman number. So here the input is going to be a Roman number, something like this. And from here we will have to get the output, which is going to be 8 in this case. Similarly, we can have something like this, which would translate to this. So this is what we want. Now let's solve this problem. But before going there, as we have already done in the previous part also, we will have to create a dictionary. So here we will have, so earlier we had created a dictionary value to symbol. For each value that is a number, that is an integer, we will have a Roman symbol. But here we will do the opposite. Here instead of having value to symbol, we will have symbol to value. So I will have a Roman symbol, and for that I will have a corresponding value where this is going to be the key and this is going to be my value. And that dictionary is going to be this. So here I have the symbol and I have the corresponding value. So once I have this here, what I need to do is for any input, I need to generate the integer output. So suppose my input is, so the input is M, C, M, X, C, I, P. Now this I will convert to the integer value. So let's start. So first let's start with M. So I'll have a variable called current where I will just traverse this string, and I will also store this in something called final, which will have the final integer value. So current is M. So my final corresponding to this would be, so I'll also initialize this. Initially it's an empty string, and this also is the value is 0. So now I look to this and I'll know that M is 1000. Now I'll go to C. So the current would be C. Now I look at this. C is 100. So 1000 plus 100. Now I'll go to M and I'll know. Sorry, I had made. Instead of looking at M, whenever I'm looking at a string, I will always look at the first two. So I here instead of looking at M alone, I will look at M and C together. But M and C together are not there in this dictionary. So I'll just look at M. So this would be 1000. Now I'll go to C. And instead of just looking at C, I'll look at C and M. Now C and M is present. So I will look at C and M together. So for my first preference is I'll look at the two strings together. Now C and M together are present and it's 900. So I will note down 900. So final will become 1000 plus 900. Now I will go to the next part, which is X. And instead of looking just at X, first I look at X and C together. Now I look if X and C together is present. So X and C is there in the dictionary. So this would become 90. Now I will go and look for I and V together. And I will also find this in the dictionary. So this would be 4. So if I add all of it, this will give me 1994. So here the trick is that first preference is that you would look at the two strings together. If it's there in the dictionary, then you will note that down. And if it's not there in the dictionary, then you will just look at the string as single. I think this was an easy problem compared to the other variant of it, where we are converting an integer to a Roman number. And I also hope that this was helpful. Please let me know if you have anything to share via the comment section. And until next time, thanks for watching.